These are the Daily Tech headlines for Monday, February 2nd, 2026. I'm Sarah Lane. Security researchers disclosed a one-click remote code execution exploit in OpenClaw, formerly ClawBot and Maltbot, that let attackers run arbitrary code if a victim visited a single malicious web page. The flaw stemmed from improper WebSocket origin validation, letting attackers steal auth tokens and bypass safeguards. The OpenClaw team patched the issue after disclosure. Separate concerns also surfaced around Maltbook, an OpenClaw adjacent AI agent social network, after researchers found an exposed database with secret API keys, an issue that has since been fixed. TikTok says it's fully restored U.S. service after an outage caused by extreme winter weather knocked out power at a primary Oracle-operated data center. The disruption affected tens of thousands of servers and broke core features like posting, search, and view counts. The outage came just days after Oracle and partners took control of TikTok's U.S. operations, so there was some major user speculation, but the company says the data center failure was solely to blame. A coalition of nonprofits asked the U.S. government to suspend Grok's use across federal agencies, citing repeated failures, including the generation of non-consensual sexual images, some involving children, along with prior incidents involving hate speech and misinformation. The letter was shared with TechCrunch and argues that Grok fails to meet federal AI safety standards and poses national security risks, as it's being deployed within the Department of Defense. The groups are asking the Office of Management and Budget to decommission Grok and formally investigate it. Anthropic says it analyzed nearly 1.5 million real-world Claude conversations and found that AI-driven user disempowerment is rare but significant at scale, with severe cases showing up as often as 1 in 1,300 conversations and milder forms in roughly 1 in 50. The research identifies reality distortion, belief distortion, and action distortion, often driven by sycophantic validation and users delegating judgment to the AI, especially during moments of vulnerability. Anthropic says the problem grew between 2024 and 2025. Alibaba says it will spend 3 billion yuan, about $431 million US dollars, during the Lunar New Year to promote its Qwen AI app, escalating competition with Tencent and Baidu in China's chatbot race. The campaign starts February 6th and will use consumer incentives like digital red envelopes tied to dining, entertainment, and leisure, tripling the spending pledged by rivals. Accessory maker PGY Tech has launched a Kickstarter for its Retro Va Vintage imaging kit for iPhone, bringing a 2.35x telephoto extender, camera grip, and built-in battery, manual controls, and a custom case to iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max and iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max models. The kit mirrors PGY Tech's Vivo and Oppo accessories and adds a micro SD slot. But because it's unofficial, the telephoto lens only works with PGY Tech's own camera app. Early backers pay $184, priced at $230 afterwards. Chinese EV maker BYD's shares fell to a more than 1-year low after it reported a 30% drop in January vehicle sales, the weakest January since 2020. Competition has intensified, though overseas sales rose 43.3% and now account for 48% of deliveries, with BYD targeting 1.3 million vehicles shipped abroad this year. That's down from an earlier internal goal of up to 1.6 million. And finally today, TD Corp is facing supply challenges as China tightens exports of rare earths, critical for the company's neodymium magnets used in EVs, smartphones, medical devices, and drones. TDK says it's stockpiling materials, but needs to diversify sources long-term and is accelerating development of rare earth-free magnet technologies. For more analysis of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. You can find show notes and links to all these headlines there as well. I'm Sarah Lane. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.